There are many misconceptions in our minds about Satan, such as the idea that he is an invisible, non-material and ambiguous entity, and that this non-material entity is a jinn. This jinn is perceived as the second greatest power after God, and at times it is even considered to be a greater power than God. God forbid. We have been told that Satan is like this because God has said many things, while Satan says something else. And what happens is what Satan causes to happen. When Satan acts, it implies that he has more power. Currently, with a global population of 8 billion, Satan can control 800 million people at the same time, in this very moment. For instance, if your clock shows 10:03 and 35 seconds, then at exactly 10:03 and 35 seconds, Satan can control 800 million people simultaneously. No supercomputer has yet been created by mankind that can control all humans. In 1 second, give orders to everyone, or make them commit the most wrongful acts. There is no such power. However, Satan can do it. Now, the interpretation we have provided is that Satan is not just a fleeting concept. He is a very powerful force. The cult of Satanism is becoming increasingly popular in Europe, and its symbols are more prevalent in Pakistan and other Muslim countries. The practices of Satanists and their specific religious rituals are all part of this, and these young men who are involved are fully committed. These are among the signs of Satanists. They claim that the worshippers of God have not yet attained such power by connecting with God, because God keeps power to himself and does not give it to others. God does not grant power to humans, he keeps them weak. The unique characteristic of Satan is that whoever comes close to him and connects with him, he makes them powerful as well, meaning he grants them his own power. This is their ideology. This is their theory. Therefore, they say that any goal achieved easily through Satan is much more distant when sought through Allah, requiring a lot of effort, yet the goal may still not be attained. This is the ideology they have promoted. Now let's set this aside. Even if we do not believe it, the concept of Satan in the mind of a Muslim is a very powerful notion. While the Quran does not describe Satan in such a way as he is initially unseen and unknown, you cannot avoid him. We are instructed to confront Satan, seek refuge from him, and stay away from him. Satan is not a term of hatred or insult. It refers to the act of causing mischief. To ward off mischief is to be called a Satan. Suppose we are sitting here, and as they asked, Sheikh Sahib mentioned that there are some people who distance us from leadership. This is what is called malevolence, to distance someone. Now you can think for yourself about who distances us. Up until now, those who have distanced us have not been an invisible force. We have not even realized how we have been distanced. It has been done by a friend, by our family members, by relatives. It is from our close circle, our friends, that someone has distanced us. Now, no one comes from India to distance Pakistanis. No Nepali comes, no Bengali comes to distance Pakistanis from the truth. The one who distances a Pakistani must be another Pakistani. Or it may be possible that a connection has been established with someone online. The one who distances you is always around you. They are the closest to you. Only they can distance you who you have no connection with, who you are not familiar with, and whom you do not even see. How can they distance you? You are distanced from many things. And when you are distanced from something, you should ask, who has distanced me from here? You will find that it is someone close to you who appears to have distanced you. Otherwise, you were close to them or wanted to be close, but they distanced you. So, Satan is felt in your close circle. You can only protect yourself from Satan if you can see him. You can avoid Satan when you can discern and examine his malevolence. Otherwise, Allah has given him power, and his schemes are such that we do not even realize them, and we have been told to stay away from him. How can we protect ourselves when the actions of Satan, the accursed, are unnoticed? He is not visible, and we do not understand his workings, when he will strike or come close to us so that we can retreat. This is not clear here. God has instructed us while reading the Quran to seek refuge from Satan, the accursed. What is Satan, the accursed? It means that when you go to understand the Quran, seek refuge from Satan, the accursed, from evil. The thoughts in your mind that contradict the Quran, the suggestions that people have made to you, and the distractions that pull your attention away, while reading the Quran, are all from Satan, the accursed. While reading the Quran or praying, your focus often shifts to things that it should never be directed towards, such as worldly matters or business. These are the influences of Satan. Seek refuge from them and free yourself from their grip. Become the master over them. The Messenger of Allah said that he has controlled his Satan and has bound him, so he cannot bind him anymore. Now he cannot influence me. These are the things that distance us, such as these mental concepts, these mutual consultations and suggestions. This is the wickedness of Satan, the accursed. A good thought comes to a man, but then another voice tells him to dismiss it, saying to let it go. This is the influence of Satan, the accursed. How does a person distance themselves from the evil of Satan? The greatest role in this is played by belief. For example, when we are firm in our belief, we do not succumb to any whispers or provocations. If you have experienced something, tested it, and found the result to be correct, even if the whole world comes to tell you that it is wrong, you will not believe them. You will say, "How can it be wrong? I have tested it. I have observed it. You are inciting me against my belief, trying to provoke me." This means I should disregard what I have seen with my own eyes and accept what I hear from others. That would be foolishness, not wisdom. Wisdom lies in trusting what you have seen with your own eyes. Understand the nature of Satan, and when reading the Quran, know that Satan, the accursed, tries to create obstacles for us. We must protect our hearts from Satan. Who knows what is in our hearts? If you do not allow him to come even once, he will not come. Who has deeply affected our hearts. As mentioned in the Quran, around you, the Quran also mentions that our hearts are deeply affected by various things. Close relationships, children, wealth, and friends occupy our hearts day and night. These attachments have laid siege to our hearts. Free the heart from their grasp and place it with the one to whom it truly belongs. These things will not be wasted from our hands. That is, if Allah enters our hearts and we remember Allah, our wives and children will not disappear. They will remain in their place. Just do not give your heart to them. The Persians say to give your heart fully to the one who knows its worth, who does not play with the heart, who does not break it, who does not waste it, who does not darken it, and who does not destroy it. You would not give your car to someone who would misuse it or return it damaged, because the car is valuable. Why would I give my heart to someone who misuses it? The heart is even more precious than a car. Why would I give it to someone like that? Whoever makes the heart a resting place makes the heart a warehouse, makes the heart a place of negligence, makes the heart a refuge of chaos. Why should I give my heart to him? The one who gives it is, according to Khwaja Ghulam Farid, that the heart should be given to him. How is it that he is enough? they also recognize the value of the next one. Give your heart to the one who knows its value, and that is only Allah. No one else appreciates the heart. When you give your heart to Allah, it will never be dark, it will never be wasted, it will never be constricted, and it will never be sick. This heart is very radiant, pure, and transparent. Even in difficulties, the heart will remain clear and transparent. In hardships, since the heart is with the beloved, a contented person's heart will not go anywhere. I will not go anywhere because I am in the control of my heart, and the heart will not go anywhere since it is with the beloved. I am simply at peace. With the remembrance of Allah, hearts find tranquility. There the heart finds solace beyond this world.